The Balikh River is a perennial river that originates in the spring of Ayn al Arus in Syria. It flows due south and joins the Euphrates at the modern town of Ar-Raqqah.After the Khabur River. The Balikh is the largest tributary to the Euphrates on Syrian soil. It is an important source of water and large parts have recently been subjected to canalization. Geography. The primary source of the Balikh River is the caustic spring of Ayn al Arus, just south of the Syro-Turkish border. Additionally, the Balikh receives water from a number of periodical streams and wadis that drain the Haran plain to the north, as well as the plains to the west and east of the river valley. These streams of the Jalab, the Wadi Karamo, and the Wadi al-Qaeda, a few kilometers south of Ayn al Arus. The Balikh is joined by the channel of the Jalab. This small river rises from springs north of Sanliurfa, but already runs dry at Haran before it can reach the Balikh. Numerous now dried-up wells in the old city of Haran suggest, however, that the water table may have been significantly higher in the past. The Wadi al-Qaeda drains the plain to the east of the Balikh Valley, and is fed by the Wadi al-Burj and the Wadi al-Hama, which in turn is fed by the Wadi Chuaira. These wadis, as well as the Wadi Karamo, can transport considerable amounts of water after heavy rainfall, and large limestone blocks can be found in the lower courses. History. The Balikh River forms the heart of a rich cultural region. On both banks are numerous settlement in mounds dating back in some cases to at least the late Neolithic, the 6th millennium BCE. In the Bronze Age, ancient Tutul and Tel Chuaira in the north were important cities. Over the millennia, the region saw ongoing interaction between nomadic tribes and settled populations. One sometimes got the upper hand over the other. In classical antiquity, the region was called Osrine, with the capital at Edessa, Kalaro Aruha, and another prominent ancient town of the Balikh Valley, Haran, figure in the Muslim and Jewish traditions respectively in the stories of Abraham and other Hebrew patriarchs after the Islamic conquest in the 7th century CE. The region was known by the name of an Arab tribe, Diyar Muda, the land of the Muda. In 762 the Caliph al-Mansur built a garrison city at the junction of the Euphrates, Ar-Raqqah, which merged with the Hellenistic city Nikos into the urban agglomeration Ar-Raqqah. Archaeological research in the Balikh River Basin. European travelers of the 19th century noted the presence of archaeological remains in the Balikh Valley, but the first investigations were not carried out until 1938, when the English archaeologist Sir Max Malone spent 6 weeks investigating 5 archaeological sites dating from the 7th to the 2nd millennium BCE. In 1969, a French team directed by Jacques Coven started their investigations. His team exposed 8 Neolithic occupation levels in a limited sounding on the northern slope of the site. Excavations at Al Hamim al-Turkman were initiated under the direction of Dr. Moritz and van Loon. As per 1988, the project was continued under the direction of Dr. Diedrich J.W. Meyer. The site provided a well-stratified material culture that allowed analysis of the settlement history of the Balikh Valley. Later, other excavations have complemented the reconstruction of a regional occupation history. One of the oldest sites, Tel Sabi-Abayad, is currently being excavated under the leadership of Dutch archaeologist Peter Ackermans. Incidentally, the Turkish archaeological site of Göbekli Tepe is located on a hill directly north of and overlooking the Haran plains that feed the Balikh River system. Excavated archaeological sites in the Balikh River Basin: Tel Aswad, Tel Bia, Tel Balabra, Tel Chuaira, Tel Hamam Turkmen, Tel Jaidal, Tel Sabi-Abayad, Tel Salin, Tel Asamin, Tel Zaiden,